Yes, I want to tell a very interesting story. Do you want to hear that? Yes. Okay. This story about Hansel and Gretel. So, once upon a time, in a wild forest, there were two children, the boy and a girl, whose names were Hansel and Gretel. They lived with their parents. Their father worked as woodcutter. The woodcutter was so poor that the family had very little food to eat. So one night the woodcutter's wife said, "We are starving, so I will leave the children in the forest." The two children heard their parents talk, and they were very scared. So the clever children came up with a plan to save themselves. That night, they quietly filled their pockets with the tiny pebbles. And Hansel think we will find our home. So the next morning, the father took the children to the forest, and Hansel and Gretel dropped the pebbles on the ground along the way. When the father left them, they followed the tiny pebbles and of the forest. The woodcutters and his wife were surprised to see the children back home. And the woodcutter's wife said, "We must take them again tomorrow." And then Hansel and Gretel were very worried now. And Gretel said, "All our troubles are gone. What do we do now?" And Hansel said, "I have an idea. We can drop breadcrumbs this time." And Gretel said, "This is a good idea." So the next day, when the woodcutter took the children deep inside the forest to leave them there again, the children dropped crusts of bread on the ground. And Hansel think we can follow the breadcrumbs back home. But the birds eat all the breadcrumbs. They can't find their home. Hansel and Gretel find their home. The house made of cookies, candy, and chocolates. And then and Gretel showed, "Look, a gingerbread house." While Hansel and Gretel eat the house, now this house actually belonged to an old witch who loved to eat with children. Just as Hansel and Gretel were eating for yummy dough, she punched on them and locked them inside. And the old witch said, "I shall wake you up and eat you," she said with a wicked laugh. Ha 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 ha. The wicked witch looked Hansel and Gretel. Then she turned to Gretel and said, "Hey, you little girl, help me light the oven. When it's hot, I shall to your brother and eat him up." Poor Gretel was so afraid. Gretel quickly took care to save her brother. Just as the witch went to check if the oven was hot, she gave her a big push from behind. The witch fell into the oven with a scream, and Gretel quickly locked the oven door with the witch inside. And Gretel rescued Hansel and the two children filled their pocket with all the witch jewels. Finally, they managed to find their way back home and gave all children to their mother and father. And thanks to the clever children, the woodcutter and his family were never poor or hungry ever again. Yay! Congratulations.